Good morning, guys. Am I audible, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we'll wait for 2 minutes and then we'll begin, okay? So any problems in whatever we had discussed in last lecture? I think we talked about proteins. है ना हमने I think last time proteins के बारे में बात किया.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
okay, so किसी को कुछ प्रॉब्लम है उसमें? I think हमने
No, sir.
हीमोग्लोबिन तक कवर किया था, ठीक है? Today we will be covering about the rest of the protein part, and then we'll move on to the lipids. Okay, so let us begin further. कोई ना कोई प्रॉब्लम છે જે લાસ્ટ માં પ્રોટીન્સ ડિસ્કસ કર્યું તેમાં anyone any issues in whatever we had discussed till last lecture, guys?
No, sir.
Okay, so we'll go further and we'll continue further with the proteins. Okay, so now we are talking about the classification of the proteins. So now we are talking, this is not given in textbook, but in NEET they ask you. So in protein classification, we will talk about, there are 3 types of proteins are there. Okay, that is, there is simple proteins. Okay, there is conjugated proteins, and there is derived proteins. Derived proteins आपके syllabus में नहीं है. This is not in your syllabus, so we are not going to discuss. Okay, ये डायरेक्टली टेक्स्ट बुक में भी नहीं दिया है, बट क्वेश्चंस नीट में दे आस्क. तो एज यू नो कि नीट में कई चीजें ऐसी आती है जो टेक्स्ट बुक में नहीं दी होती है, सो दैट इज व्हाई वी आर डिस्कसिंग दिस. ठीक है, बिकॉज आई एम प्रिलिमिनरी इन चार्ज ऑफ द नीट. सो सिंपल प्रोटीन्स कैन बी, this can be either globular proteins or they can be fibrous proteins, or they can be fibrous proteins. Okay, now for example, globular example is globulin protein. Okay, fibrous example is normally what we call as the collagen and all. So collagen, for example, is a fibrous protein. Got it, guys? Okay, then in the case of conjugated, it is very important. Okay, it is very important, so focus over here. So conjugated will have this simple protein which is bound to, which is bound to prosthetic group, which is bound to prosthetic group. Now, what is this prosthetic group? It is a group which is not protein. It is a non-protein part. It is a non-protein part. Okay. It is a non-protein part, which is something which is not protein and it is bound to protein through chemical bond, is what we call as prosthetic group. Is what we call as prosthetic group. Okay. So we have several examples of this. We have several types of conjugated protein. That is, there can be glycoprotein. In that case, it is protein is bound to glucose. Okay. In that case, glucose plus protein. So glucose is prosthetic group. Okay. So glucose is prosthetic group, as you can, okay, right, judge it over here. Then we have lipoprotein. So lipoprotein, lipid is bound to protein. So lipid is also a prosthetic group, which is not protein. No, these are all non-proteins. Then we have nucleoprotein. Because if you know, lipid and all are other biomolecules just like proteins, but they are not proteins. So here nucleic acid is bound to protein. It is also prosthetic group. There will be phosphoprotein. So in milk there is phosphoprotein. Do you know which protein is there in milk? It is phosphorus plus protein. Do you know which protein is there in milk? Anyone, guys? It is casein. It is casein. Okay. And there can be metalloprotein, in which metal ions are prosthetic group and it is bound to protein. An example of metal ion is, we have covered, it is hemoglobin. Hemoglobin is ion, so it is prosthetic group. Remember, milk protein is casein and hemoglobin is a metalloprotein where ion is bound to the proteins. Okay. So any problems in conjugated proteins, guys? Anyone, any issues in this?
No, sir.
So this is very important. The questions has been asked, so be careful about the conjugated. Derived आपके syllabus में नहीं है, so we are not going to take it. Okay. Remember, milk protein is important, glycoprotein is important. Okay, all of these are important for nucleoprotein is important. All of these are important for questions. They'll ask you which of the following is a metalloprotein. Answer is hemoglobin. Which of the following is milk protein? Answer is casein. Okay. Now, going further, they have mentioned two facts about something. This is about collagen. So collagen is found in all animals. Okay, it is found in all the animals. So we human, including humans, all will have this collagen, and it is the most abundant protein in world. Remember, sorry, in animal world. So they've asked this question many a times, that which is the most abundant protein in the entire animal world. That is all the animal kingdom. It is collagen. Why? Because it is a fibrous protein present in all the animals. So this question has been asked. It is the most abundant protein found in the entire animal world. Then there is another such protein, that is Rubisco. That is Rubisco. Now Rubisco stands for ribulose biphosphate carboxylase oxygenase. The full form is ribulose biphosphate carboxylase oxygenase. It's an enzyme. Remember, this is an enzyme and it is present in plants. Okay, so it is termed as most abundant protein in entire biosphere. It is termed as most abundant protein in entire biosphere. So what does it mean, guys? Do you know about this biosphere? It is also referred as most abundant protein in entire living world or in the entire on the earth. That means this protein is found in all plants where it is necessary to the reactions which will occur after photosynthesis. Okay, we'll study this Rubisco in chapter number 13 in your syllabus. So in the entire biosphere means if we take all the living organisms on earth, if we take all the living organisms on earth, it is referred as biosphere, or is in simple words entire planet earth. So this is the most abundant. It is found in most abundance. Collagen is in animal world. Okay, remember, and this is in the entire world. So this question had been asked frequently. Got it, guys? About this, it is very important for question. Also given in a textbook. So if you have any problems, you are free to ask from this. Everyone got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I hope others are also present. Except everyone is present. So kindly be responsive. Okay. Then only it will be worth. Okay. So then next is we are talking about protein functions. You're talking about protein functions. So see, protein functions are these proteins. Their major role is they can act as a transport molecules because they are present in the cell membrane. Okay, in the cell membrane where they can act as a transport molecules. So they can transport different biomolecules or nutrients across cell membrane. So they're carrier molecules also. Okay, so they are also referred as carrier molecules. Then second, they can act as antibodies. For COVID situation, everyone will be knowing this word antibodies. They are the some proteins which are produced to fight infections or to fight infectious organisms. हम लोग 12th में एंटीबॉडी डिटेल में पढ़ेंगे. So अभी आप इतना ही याद रखो कि there's a protein which is produced against any bacteria or viruses if it enters our body. Okay, कोविड में आपने सुना होगा जिसके पास एंटीबॉडीज उनको नहीं होता है कोविड. ओके, ज्यादा लंबे टाइम तक वैक्सीन भी वही करते हैं. देन देयर आर हार्मोन्स, हम भी पढ़ेंगे एंडोक्राइन सिस्टम. सो दिस हार्मोन्स, मोस्ट ऑफ द हार्मोन्स आर प्रोटीन्स. Adrenaline and all, you might have heard about it. Testosterone, it comes in 10th also. And then there are enzymes. So except nucleic acid, all the enzymes are, most of the 99% of enzymes are हम इसी चैप्टर में पढ़ेंगे आगे, क्योंकि these are also referred as catalyst in एंजाइम का मतलब है कैटलिस्ट इन बायोकेमिकल प्रोसेस. सो हम आगे पढ़ेंगे इसी के बारे में इसी चैप्टर में. ठीक है. So these are transport proteins. They can be antibodies, they can be hormones, they can be enzymes. ठीक है. So these are the functions of proteins. It's very basic. Okay. Now we'll discuss something. Okay, we'll discuss a table which is given in your textbook, and then just wait. Let me share it. Okay, and then we'll go further. आपका सर ने बायोलॉजी में दूसरा क्या स्टार्ट किया है, किसी को कुछ पता है? एनीवन?
8th chapter, sir.
ओके, मतलब कि मैं आई विल नॉट टेक ना, मैं वो चैप्टर नहीं लूंगा ना, तो फिर इसलिए मैं उस तरह से चाह रहा हूँ पता चले मुझे. इट्स गुड. इसके बाद आप कैन गो ऑन टू दैट चैप्टर. कहाँ तक कवर किया है आपने सेल में, उसमें एनीवन, एनी आइडिया?
सर वो प्लांट सेल और एनिमल सेल तक.
ओके. Okay, so see ये table दिया है आपका टेक्स्ट में, as you can see. Okay, so it is important that collagen is also found between two cells. Intercellular ground substance means it is between two cells. Trypsin enzyme हम पढ़ेंगे digestive system में. Insulin is a hormone. Diabetes से linked है. Antibody, as you know, in the receptors. Receptors means it is present on the cell surface. Cell का जो membrane है, cell membrane, उसके अंदर present होते हैं this receptor. And they are responsible for हम लोग जो भी senses feel करते हैं, smell, taste, और all these are based on that. हम इसके बारे में बात करेंगे आगे. Now see there is something over mentioned that it is GLUT4. It is important, it is. So ये GLUT4 का मतलब क्या है? ये क्वेश्चन पूछा था 2019 नीट में. Okay, GLUT4 का जो क्वेश्चन पूछा था, it was in 2019 नीट. Okay, क्या पूछा था? Which of the following is insulin dependent glucose transporter? Okay, so देखो पहले आपको पता होना चाहिए GLUT का फुल फॉर्म क्या है. तो GLUT stands for glucose transporter. That means it transports glucose inside the cell. ये प्रोटीन क्या करता है? ग्लूकोज को सेल के अंदर ट्रांसपोर्ट करता है. ओके, सो दिस ग्लूट मींस it transports glucose inside the cell. Okay, it transports glucose inside the cell. ठीक है. अभी now see, there are 4 types of GLUT. GLUT के 4 types है. That is GLUT1. ये क्वेश्चन 2 चैप्टर से रिलेट करता है, लेकिन यहाँ पे जो रिलेशन है वो मैं अभी यहाँ पे लूंगा, और दूसरा जो रिलेशन है वो मैं एंडोक्राइन सिस्टम में लूंगा. देन GLUT2, GLUT3 एंड GLUT4. ओके, नाउ सी ये जो 1, 2, 3 जो है, ओके, दिस GLUT1, 2 एंड 3, ये तीनों, these are referred as insulin independent glucose transporter. While ये जो GLUT4 जो है, it is insulin dependent glucose transporter. ओके, तो सी यहाँ पे एवरीवन देवास की, सो मतलब कि 1, 2, 3 कब फंक्शन करेंगे? जब इंसुलिन ब्लड में प्रेजेंट है. इंसुलिन हार्मोन है, जैसा कि आप देख सकते हैं, इट्स अ हार्मोन. सो व्हेन इट इज प्रेजेंट इन द ब्लड, देन दे विल ट्रांसफर ग्लूकोज इन द सेल. इंसुलिन डायबिटीज से लिंक्ड है, आपने सुना होगा डायबिटीज कभी, तो वो हम डिस्कस करेंगे आगे इन एंडोक्राइन सिस्टम. तो ये क्या करता है कि इंसुलिन प्रेजेंट है, ठीक है, तो उसके हिसाब से ये क्या करेगा कि इंसुलिन डिपेंडेंट एंड इंडिपेंडेंट. तो अगर इंसुलिन है तो ये तीनों जो है तभी ग्लूकोज को ट्रांसफर करेंगे, और ये इंसुलिन नहीं है फिर भी करेंगे, क्योंकि इफ यू नो ये ग्लूकोज का ट्रांसफर क्यों नेसेसरी है? एटीपी बनाने के लिए. एटीपी से एनर्जी मिलती है ना, तो दिस एटीपी, सो दैट्स व्हाई ग्लूकोज ट्रांसफर, व्हाटएवर फूड वी ईट, उसमें से जो भी ग्लूकोज मिलेगा वो सेल के अंदर तभी जाएगा जब ये इंसुलिन डिपेंडेंट एक्ट करेगा और इंडिपेंडेंट. सो दे आस्क्ड दैट व्हिच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज इंसुलिन डिपेंडेंट ट्रांसपोर्टर. सो आंसर इज GLUT4. GLUT4 is referred as insulin dependent, क्योंकि इंसुलिन प्रेजेंट है तभी ये ग्लूकोज को ट्रांसपोर्ट करेगा. ठीक है, तो इसमें कुछ इश्यू, एनी इश्यू गाइस?
No, sir.
ओके, सो प्रोटीन्स यहाँ पे खत्म होता है. ये क्वेश्चन 19 नीट में पूछा गया था. ओके, इफ यू कैन चेक आउट, ये कहीं पे कोई नहीं करवाता, आप देख लेना कहीं पे भी अभी ये. ओके, सो दिस हैज बीन आस्क्ड. सो किसी को कुछ प्रॉब्लम है तो बताइए. अभी प्रोटीन्स यहाँ पे खत्म होता है, अभी हम लिपिड्स से स्टार्ट करेंगे. This is what we have in proteins, and proteins will end with this part.
सर पेरिफेरल प्रोटीन क्या होता है?
Peripheral protein बेटा सेल मेम्ब्रेन में आता है, and it is which is on the surface of the cell membrane. तो सेल के चैप्टर में आएगा. So cell membrane is 2 types of protein, that is integral proteins, or what we also termed as intrinsic protein, or it can have peripheral proteins, or also referred as extrinsic proteins. तो जो भी सेल मेम्ब्रेन के सरफेस में एम्बेडेड नहीं है, these are integral, जो कि सरफेस के ऊपर है, this is peripheral. Got it? Peripheral means in the periphery or in the outside. Okay, it simply means that. ठीक है. So anyone, any problems in this, guys?
No, sir.
So now we'll move on to lipids. Remember, protein is the, it is biggest in terms of the content from this chapter, and it is also important for questions. Primary, secondary structure, all whatever we had discussed are all very important. Now, second is we are talking about the lipids. ठीक है. So lipids जो है वो generally water soluble. They are generally water insoluble. Sorry, they are generally water insoluble. As you know, lipid means oils. So most of the lipids are usually they are simple fatty acids. Chemically, usually these lipids are mainly simple fatty acids. Okay. So fatty acid has a carboxyl group, okay, attached to an R group. Now chemically this fatty acids has कार्बोक्सिल ग्रुप. इसको कार्बोक्सिल ग्रुप बोलते हैं, आपने केमिस्ट्री में पढ़ा होगा in 10th also. Okay, which is attached to R group. Okay, which is attached to R group. Now see, so as such, just like R group हमने amino acid में discuss किया था, this R group over here is also variable group. In the case of lipids also, R group is referred as variable group. ठीक है. So these examples of R group can be methyl group. Okay, it can be ethyl group or any other such groups. Okay, आपको पता होगा CH3 को मिथाइल बोलते हैं, तो कार्बोक्सिल बोलते हैं. This is all you should know. So as such, lipids are also referred as chain of hydrocarbons. ठीक है, तो उसको ऐसे भी बोलते हैं कि they are chain of hydrocarbons. आपको hydrocarbons पता होंगे. Carbon and hydrogen are bound basically. Okay. These lipids are usually fatty acids. They contain carboxyl group and they have also this variable group, जिसको R group बोलते हैं, just like amino acid. Now see, generally क्या होता है? Fatty acids are bound to glycerol. Okay, generally there is something called glycerol. Lipids में fatty acids are generally bound to glycerol. Okay, so किस तरह से binding होता है? Usually like this is a glycerol and उसके साथ fatty acid जो है वो bound होता है. And this is mainly esterified with glycerol. ऐसा बोलते हैं कि fatty acids are esterified. Esterified means there is ester bond. There is ester bond. Okay. So this is what we see. So if you look over here, normally when glycerol and fatty acid are bound, so head is of glycerol ऐसा बोलते हैं chemical structure में, and tail is of fatty acid. And tail is of fatty acid. ठीक है. So glycerol जो है वो CH2H CHOH and then there is also, ठीक है. So this is what we refer as, it is a simple lipid. Glycerol का structure है ये, and this is what we call as, also chemically it is referred as trihydroxypropane. So this is what you see is glycerol structure. Okay, तो इसको simple lipid भी बोलते हो, trihydroxypropane chemical name है उसका. Okay, so usually the point is in lipids, fatty acids can also be bound to glycerol. It is very commonly seen. It is very commonly seen. Okay. So if fatty acids are bound to glycerol, then they are referred as glycerides. उसको क्या बोलते हैं? ग्लिसराइड्स, क्या बोलते हैं? ग्लिसराइड्स। और ये बाइंड होंगे तो किस तरह से? दे आर एस्टरिफाइड। ओके, देयर इज ऑलवेज द बॉन्ड व्हिच दे विल शो विल बी एस्टर बॉन्ड। तो इसमें कुछ प्रॉब्लम किसी को लिपिड का जो भी अभी तक डिस्कस किया इसमें, you should know what are glycerides and what is glycerol and what kind of structure, what are fatty acid such. बेसिक्स आपको थोड़ा 10th का you should know, तभी you will get an idea. I hope you are done with that. आपको पता है। So any issues in this? Anyone, any problems with this part?
No, sir.
Now see, so glycerides can be of various types. Okay, glycerides can be, these are all questions which have been asked, huh, guys, so be careful. So glycerides can be, either they can be what we call as monoglycerides, or they can be diglycerides, or they can be triglycerides, or they can be triglycerides. Okay, so monoglyceride means one fatty acid plus one glycerol. Diglyceride means two fatty acid plus one glycerol. Triglyceride means three fatty acid plus one glycerol. So see, always the glycerol remains one, fatty acid will increase. Okay, so the structure can be, if I take, this is the head and this is made up of glycerol. Okay, and then this is monoglyceride, this is tail is of fatty acid, this is diglyceride, okay, two fatty acid, this is triglyceride, three fatty acid. इस तरह से structure होगा. So this refers to the head part. As you can see, the glycerol is always head and the fatty acid is always tail. और यहाँ पे कौन सा bond होगा? It is esterified. Okay, it is esterified. So glyceride में किसी कुछ problem है तो बताइए. You should know glyceride में कितना fatty acid होगा, कितना. Okay, so ये tail होंगे always. Tail part will be fatty acid and the head part will be glycerol. It can be mono, di or tri. It can be mono, di or tri. Got it, guys? Got it?
सर ये जो नीचे टेल वाला समझा ना, वापस समझाइए ना।
ये मैंने सिर्फ ड्रॉ करके दिखाया आपको कि ग्लिसरॉल और फैटी एसिड लिपिड्स में क्या होता है, या तो उनमें सिर्फ फैटी एसिड होंगे या फैटी एसिड ग्लिसरॉल से बाउंड होंगे। अगर फैटी एसिड ग्लिसरॉल के साथ बाउंड है, ठीक है, तो वो किस तरह से बाउंड होंगे कि ग्लिसरॉल का हेड होगा और फैटी एसिड का टेल होगा। ठीक है, तो अगर एक फैटी एसिड बाउंड है ग्लिसरॉल के साथ तो उसको, उस लिपिड को हम क्या बोलेंगे? मोनोग्लिसराइड। अगर दो बाउंड है तो डाइग्लिसराइड, तीन है तो ट्राइग्लिसराइड। वही मैंने समझाया और ये वही दिखाया मैंने आपको यहाँ पे। ठीक है, गॉट इट नाउ? तो आप देख ये, अगर और उस स्ट्रक्चर में यूजुअली हेड किसका होगा? ग्लिसरॉल का केमिकल स्ट्रक्चर की बात करें, और टेल किसका होगा? फैटी एसिड का। अगर एक फैटी एसिड और ग्लिसरॉल है तो मोनोग्लिसराइड, दो है तो डाई, तीन है तो ट्राई। ये क्या दिख रहा है आपको यहाँ पे? Okay, guys, any issues? Anyone in this? Sorry, I think there was some lag in between. I was not able to. I mean, speak anything. It got hanged or something happened. Anyways, so any issues? Anyone in this?
No, sir.
Okay. Sometimes Zoom gets hanged. I don't know why in the middle, and nothing happens. Okay. Anyways. Was I audible before this?
No, sir.
Okay. So now we'll go on further. Okay. So as such, if you see, we talked about glycerol. Now, what about fatty acid? So fatty acids can also be of various types. That is, there can be saturated fatty acids और what we call as unsaturated fatty acids. ये 10th में भी आता है अगर आप लोगों ने आपको याद है कुछ तो. So this is, can anyone tell me what a saturated fatty acid through their chemical structure? Anyways, this is
In
without,
which
yeah, yes,
in which
yes.
solute is capable of being dissolved.
Chemically, can you refer any sort of carbon bond or anything like that? ऐसा कुछ याद है बेटा?
Yes, in this there is single bond and in unsaturated.
Very good, very good. So this, yeah, so this saturated are without carbon double bond. They are without double bond. So that means they have single bond. Okay. In context to 11th, the example of that is palmitic acid. Palmitic acid is a, or you can also talk about saturated fats are saturated fatty acid. Okay. Unsaturated are with one or more carbon double bond. With one or more carbon डबल बॉन्ड्स है ना, ये पढ़ा होगा आपने. तो उसका एग्जांपल इज एराकिडोनिक एसिड. उसका एग्जांपल क्या है? एराकिडोनिक एसिड. ओके. सो दिस इज अबाउट द अनसैचुरेटेड फैटी एसिड. अभी देखो, ये जो पाल्मिटिक एसिड जो है उसमें आपको पूछते हैं that how many carbons are there. Palmitic acid has 16 carbons. 16 carbon including carboxyl carbon. Then the arachidonic acid. These are common fatty acids. It is present in living organisms. तो इसमें कितने कार्बन है? 20 कार्बन इंक्लूडिंग कार्बोक्सिल. तो लिपिड यूजुअली इस तरह से चेंज नहीं होता है. ओके, एंड दे आर नॉट पॉलीमर्स. लिपिड्स आर नॉट पॉलीमर्स. कीप दैट इन माइंड. ये भी क्वेश्चन पूछा है. प्रोटीन्स आर हेटेरोपॉलीमर्स, लिपिड्स आर नॉट पॉलीमर्स. कीप दैट इन. ओके, लिपिड्स आर okay. So got it? Any issues in this?
No, sir.
Okay, so you remember this carbon atoms, उसके questions भी पूछे इसमें से. They have asked these questions in NEET and all. ठीक है. Now coming on to further next part, that is classification of lipids. That is classification of lipids. Okay, textbook में again नहीं दिया है but questions पूछते हैं. So lipids can be classified in two different types of lipids. That is, either they can be simple lipids or they can be compound lipids. Okay, so simple lipids में they can be neutral fats. They can be either neutral fats. तो आप लोग ऑयल बटर जो हम लोग खाते हैं ना, हम लोग जो ऑयल्स and butter and all what we eat. These are neutral fats. Okay. Then that can also be waxes. Waxes means if you take a honeycomb, okay, honeycomb is made up of the material which is there, okay, that is beeswax. So the example is beeswax. So that is also lipid. That is also lipid. And then there is sterols. So the example is cholesterol. जो cell membrane में आपने पढ़ा होगा उसमें भी present होता है. Okay. Then in the compound lipid, same as protein, it will have lipids bound to non-lipid group. It will have lipids bound to non-lipid group. Okay. So the first is what we have is phospholipids. Okay. So phospholipids will have, it will have the lipid part is there, it is bound to phosphorus. So phosphate is bound to lipid. So see, lipid, phosphate is non-lipid, no? Okay, phosphate is non-lipid. Okay. Example is lecithin. Wait, I will explain what is lecithin. मैं समझाता हूँ, just wait for a while. अभी सिर्फ हम classify कर रहे हैं. Then second is what we call as sphingolipid. Second is what we call as sphingolipids. Okay, तो उसका example है sphingosine और sphingomyelin. Do you know what is myelin sheath? आपको पता है myelin sheath क्या होता है? 10th में पढ़ा होगा आपने.